All right, everybody, welcome back to Sly 2 Band of Thieves. We're on to episode 6. A viewer yesterday was telling me that there are 8 episodes. Oh, I remember the like tundra area, or not tundra, the snowy area. They're telling me there were 8 episodes left. We'll probably finish this episode and maybe another one. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Following the trail of spice shipments, we made our way up to Nunavut Bay, Canada, the secret hub of Jean Bisson's shipping empire.
Jean Bisson.
As a young man, he trekked across Canada to strike it rich during the gold rush of 1852. An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. A product of his time, he dreams of taming the wild north, damming every river and chopping down all the trees, with progress delivered at the sharp end of an axe.
No, not the trees.
Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man war against nature. And yet, I have to feel a little sorry for him. He's just a normal guy from the 1850s. Back in his day, he'd be a hero, but today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts. What a low-tech guy like Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is a mystery. I almost don't want to know. But as always, it's only a matter of time before I find out.
He probably has the talons, right? Like, that makes sense for him. Because we got the wings, the eyes, the heart, and the tail feathers. So I'm thinking it has to be the legs, talons, stuff. Alright, y'all know the drill. We're fresh into a new level. Y'all know the drill. We're into a new level. And we are... Oh, it melts. We're in a new level. And it's time to hunt down some bottles. If you want to ask questions, go ahead, because I don't know how long this is going to take me to find all these things. If you're curious about me or anything, even though I've pretty much told you all there is about me. Or if you want my opinion on video games that are coming out, video games I've played, and then how my generation, the millennials, are responsible for this DLC microtransaction hellhole we live in now. Free to ask. Okay. So we're already 5 bottles in. How did me and my wife met? We met in high school. Yeah, yeah, I was dating another girl at the time, which, you know, thank God that just was just dating and nothing else came from that. And then I remember seeing Olivia, and I thought she was the cutest thing I'd ever seen. And after me and the previous girlfriend, we were done. I went and asked her out, and then we just became a thing. We've been together for 11 years now. Yeah, we've been together for 11 years, married for 6. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm telling you, like, I got buddies who say they can't find, you know, they can't find anybody and stuff like that. And I feel bad for them, because today's dating landscape, from like the shorts I see on like YouTube and Facebook and stuff, like it's like everybody has such high standards. It's unreal. But I couldn't imagine dating today. It sounds like a hellhole. I couldn't do it. I'd be an incel if it weren't for Olivia. But yeah, we met in high school, and the rest is history, really. And then I'm still waking up a little bit. Yeah, we got 2 dogs now. Kids are in the future at some point, but we, you know, it's just that it's one of those things where like kids change you, and they have to change you. Like if you have a kid and you don't change, there's something wrong with you. You know, you have to change, and like we're kind of wanting kids, but at the same time we're like, ooh man, that's going to be a lot of work. That's going to be a lot. I know there's definitely some on these railroad tracks somewhere too. Anybody with any shinies? I don't see any. Oh, we gotta buy new upgrades too. I forgot about that entirely. So we definitely need shinies, and we need like the artifacts, I guess. If there, I would say there's at least 3 in this level. Oh, this level probably has like the interiors too, right? And I think those interiors definitely have items in them. I think. Could be wrong. Try to get everything we can off of the train tracks while we can. Oh shit, I forgot about those. Yeah, I forgot about the bears. No, I hear one. Where's that? Okay, I guess we are going up to the train tracks because the game won't allow me not to. But yeah, we both went to college together. That was a mistake, going to college, period. That was terrible. Her and I both got education, and we weren't able to use them. I got my EMT certification. Nobody would hire me, and I mean nobody. This was back in like 2015, 2016. Not a soul would fucking hire me. Oh, we're in a bear cave. And then she did, she studied social work. And she, like, after she finished, she kind of didn't want to do it anymore because a lot of it's involving, like, kids in, like, very shitty homes. And, like, she, like, you know, I don't think she could stomach seeing that every day. And then, oh, fuck. And then, you know, every office job she tried to find, like everyone that didn't involve her having to go out and see that with the kids and stuff, like she was pretty much a social worker. She couldn't, you know, nobody wanted to hire her unless she had her master's, but she had her bachelor's. So it's, the world out there is crazy with what their standards of what they want and what they expect. Yeah, EMTs, yes, ambulance. Yep, they're pretty much the ambulance drivers, essentially. Like most of the time, that's how they're treated and that's how they're utilized. Ooh, hover pack, yes. That's how they're utilized, more or less, as, you know, ambulance drivers. That's really it. They hardly ever touch patients. But yeah, I did that. Like, I went to school for that and nobody would hire me. So, like, that was literally, I went to school for nothing. I mean, when I say nobody would hire me, I mean, I drove an hour radius outside of where I lived to try to get a job. Now, come on. Okay, we're not doing this. I'm not fighting a bunch of them. I mean, like, I was looking for months. Applications in everywhere. Not a single person would hire me. But her and I did that, so we went to college. Both still, I was stuck at Walmart, she was stuck at McDonald's, even though we both went to schools. You know, that's, you know, it's terrible. And then I said, fuck it, I'm joining the army, and then the rest is kind of been told on the stream already. Just joined, did 5 years, got out, and that's it. Ooh, a small nugget. Looks like we're getting some different treasures now. That's kind of like that's like a little bit of fun just to see like what mystery box item you get out of each pocket. Ooh, that's the bear cave. There was an exit next to it. So yeah, we'll just sneak by Mama Bear here. Let's see, I don't hear any bottles, but I'm definitely looking for them. Because you know the bottles, sometimes they're hidden really well. And you can only see them from certain angles. Okay, ooh, there's one up there. See, I didn't hear it, but I saw it. Hopefully I can get up there. Yes. Okay, what about over here? There's one over there too. Okay. There's probably a different way to get to that one, so we're gonna go this way first. Well, can I? Okay, I see. I see. No, I've not ever been to a strip club. Like, I've never gone because, like, to me, it's like, why would I go somewhere and, like, have an erection with other dudes having erections at the same time staring at some random chick? Like, I've never seen the appeal of it. If people like to go, more power to them, but that is not for me. That's one of those things, it's like, nah, I'm good. Okay, it's down there. Let's see here. Let's wait on the next batch to fall. Okay, good, there are gaps. No, I just never had an interest in it. Never been to like a bar. Ever gone to therapy before? If so, why? Yeah, I've gone to therapy. A lot of it's like due to me working in the ICU. Thankfully, I went when I was in the military, and so I didn't have to pay for it. But a lot of it's, you know, like, hey, you see people die a lot, you see, some pretty rough ways of how people go, and then it's like, well, like, you just see some rough stuff. That's really it. And it's definitely like, it's a good thing and a bad thing, because like you kind of appreciate life a little bit more, but at the same time it's like, man, that's possible. It's possible to bleed out of every orifice in your body. Oh, you asshole. I'll have to come back up here to get that bottle, but we got a treasure, so that'll help us pay for upgrades. It's like, oh, this surgery went wrong because this patient has liver problems because they're an alcoholic, and now they won't stop bleeding. Even though they're sewed up, but they're still bleeding through all their bandages and won't stop because their clotting factor's destroyed because of the years of alcohol abuse. It's like you see stuff like that, and you, like, more or less, it's like, like a lot of therapy is just reframing how you think. That's really it. Just appreciate what you do, appreciate what you have, and be glad you're not the one laying in the hospital bed at those moments. Cause God, dude, there's something like COVID was like, it was rough. Like I've only been a nurse for like a few years. I would say it's the worst, but I'm not sure. Cause like there was nothing worse than like, we're not letting certain families into the hospitals, and we're getting ready to, the family's elected to take their loved ones off of life support, and like you have to stand there and like hold a phone and FaceTime the family while we're, effectively turning off the machines and stuff that they're keeping that person alive. Like, that's not fun. And you get tired of that really fucking quick. But yeah, therapy, Therapy, thankfully I was in the military and it was easy for me to go to therapy. Really simple. Okay, come on, we're only 5 away. This has probably been the fastest we've gotten all the bottles in a level. But I think it was like the last 2 levels, it took us like maybe 30 minutes a pop to get all the bottles. So we're making really good time on this one. I'm just double checking some areas I may have already been to. I like how like in the game, like you see stuff throughout the level that is just there right now, but later on you find out like you need it, or like it's for like a mission, or like oh, I hear another bottle. It's for the high setup. You know, it's definitely like Bentley's mastermind coming in and being like, hey, we can use this to do this. We can blah, you know, I mean, I get it's all set up by the developers, but it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Like, it's crazy. It's like no wonder people love this series so much. Even though the series is like 20 plus years old now, people still play it like myself. Oh my god. I hear a bottle and my allergies are running amok. There he is. There's the bottle. Okay. Wait. Can we play 20 questions? Think of a thing that most people knowledgeable about that chat tries to figure out what it is. Okay. Okay, got it. Already, I got it. Is it anything? Is it anything? If it's anything, I got it. If it has to be a person, give me a second. But I have a object that most people know about. Okay, come on. Ah, crap. Okay, I had to open my mouth. We are 2 bottles short. But yeah, we can play 20 questions. I already got the item up in my mind. Oh shit. Okay, I am probably going to walk along the train tracks just to see if maybe something's there. Because most of these we've already been along to some extent. Because generally this is kind of centralized. They're not centralized, but at least goes through most of the areas. You can only answer yes, no, sometimes, kinda, or I don't know. Okay. Alright, lay it on me. I might have to find... I'm probably gonna follow that track next. Yes, it can fit in a car. Yes. Let's see when we get on this railroad track. Okay, it's probably, man, I don't know if it'd be up high or up or down low. So that's going to be a little tough to figure out. I think there's really only like 2 tracks we can walk along to. Oh, he's got a shiny. Is it used every day? No. It is not used every day. Damn it. 2 bottles. 2 bottles. I'm just listening for clinks and watching out. That's all I can do at the moment. Okay, so this one terminates into a tunnel. Now let's go to this other one. Was it invented? Yes, it was invented. Yes. Oh, there's one on the train track, of course. I thought I was gonna slide off for sure. Any shinies? Anybody? No, really? Okay. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. Oh my god, that was the quickest set of balls we ever got. I'm trying to get the bottles when we just got the last one. Just getting all the bottles before we actually do the main missions. That way if I go into a mission and walk by the safe, it's right there. Bam. Okay, see? Easy peasy, y'all. Now we can start doing some missions. That's the quickest I've ever done that. Let's see here. Yeah, go up there to the river. Is it heavier than a cat? No, it is not heavier than a cat. Oh, whoops. You think that's one of the first missions, actually? Okay, well, good. We're ahead of time on that.
That cabin may seem rustic, but don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bison's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bison took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
For those of you watching on Twitch right now, I really do appreciate